Hello, and welcome to this first episode where I'm going to show the beginning of the Xeriscape garden at our property. So here is basically the 5 regions as I think about it in this yard at the moment. Generally, they're fairly big areas, but today we're going to focus on the biggest area, which is the Xeriscape garden. So starting the layout, really my interest and my focus here was looking at contours and trying to just think about where the paths would go. Once I was done with that, then I spent quite a bit of time moving any available rocks on the property and getting them into place either as framing for the walkways or as actual elements in the garden for plants to be planted up against. The intention here is to carve out pathways that are below grade and take the beds, the planting beds, and raise them up as high as possible. This is kind of twofold. One is to increase drainage, and then the second is to actually kind of lift those areas up so the plants are more closer to eye level. This area is not actually in the Xeriscape garden, it's more in the vegetable garden, but this is a path lined with fig trees. But maybe about 100 wheelbarrowfuls of dirt were brought from different areas here and the fig bed here to fill up that area. And this is just kind of the beginning, framing everything out. Along this left side of the path, I planted African candelabras, which will turn into very large plants, and they're planted about every 8 to 10 feet. So in the back part of the yard, there are quite a few native bushes that have remained that haven't been cut down by the previous owners. So these will stay as much as possible, and I'm going to plant them around and incorporate them into the garden as much as possible. So finally, and to finish up this video, I'll show a path leading into the far back corner of the yard. At the moment, I've just lined it with San Pedros that I have. I have quite a few of those. And this back area is kind of a blank slate. There is a lot of ground back here to plant into.